This video, the focus will be on writing equations of lines given 2 points. So given the following 2 points, write an equation of a line that passes, or equation of a line through the 2 points in slope-intercept form. Kind of stumbling there. So we're still trying to get an equation in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Big picture here, what we got is there is some line out there that is going to go through this point -3, 5 and through this point 1, -3. What we want is we want the equation that maps that entire line. So we're given some information, we got to put together the equation. So you might have seen other videos, we're looking for these 2 pieces here. Once we know what the value of m and the value of b is, we are good to go. So m again is our slope and b is our y-intercept. So once I get that information, we are on our way, okay? Once I get my slope and my y-intercept, we are on our way. So when we look at this, I have the points -3, 5 and 1, -3. Well, neither of them is a slope. And yes, they are points on the line, but they aren't specifically the point we need, which is the y-intercept. The y-intercept, by the way, is going to start like 0 and then some sort of number. So we're not given that either. So we're kind of stuck and we don't get anything right off the bat. But we could start working with this slope. If you remember back to Algebra 1, there is an equation, if you're given 2 points, on how to calculate the slope. That equation is m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay. Some people get caught up in this 2, 1, 1, 2, what's going on? It's just, what do you want to call your first point? What do you want to call your second point? So I'm going to call this x1, y1, x2, y2, okay? The 1's designate this was the first point. X comes first, then y. The 2's designate, hey, this is the second point. This is x, this is y. So then I just need to plug in the corresponding numbers in the right spots. Don't forget your subtraction signs. So first thing I need is y2, which is -3. Put that up top. Next I need a subtraction sign. And then I need y1, which is 5. To the bottom, need x2. x2 is 1. Need a subtraction sign. Need x1, which is -3. So put another negative and a 3. Putting this all together and calculating on top, -3 minus 5 is -8. On the bottom, we end up with a subtraction and a negative. Remember, 2 negatives do make a positive, so we're talking 1 plus 3, which is 4. Whenever you get that fraction, if you can evaluate that fraction, great. If you can reduce it, great, do that. Try and clean it up as much as possible. We should know -8 divided by 4 is -2. So we now know my slope is -2. So when I'm trying to put this all together, I now have a piece here. I now know my equation is going to start y equals -2, because that is my slope, x plus b. All we're missing is that b piece. Okay, that b piece. Once I know the value of b, we are set. If you've watched my previous video on writing equations of lines, you should be a little bit kind of caught up, be like, hey, I think I know what we need to do next. We aren't specifically given our y-intercept, but what we need to do is we need to take one of these points. It does not matter which one, just pick one. We're going to use one of these points to plug in for x and y. So I'm just going to use the first point because, well, it's the first thing that's listed. We're given the information that a point on this line is -3, 5. So I know the x value is -3 and the y value is 5. So if I plug that information, I should be able to solve for b. So replace that y with a 5, because y is 5. -2 still there. Replace that x with a -3, and then we have a plus b. And then let's clean this up. So we got 5 equals -2 times -3 is 6 plus b. If I want to know what b is, let's get that b by itself, which means, hey, 6, you gotta go. So the opposite of a positive 6 is a -6. I'm going a little bit quick here, but it is pretty basic Algebra 1 skills there. We learned that b is -1. Remember, b is our y-intercept, so we found our y-intercept is at -1. That wasn't the question. That wasn't our goal. Our goal wasn't to figure out the y-intercept. Our goal was to come together with a complete equation of a line in slope-intercept form. So we had started that process. We needed b. We now have it, so let's put it all together. The equation of this line is going to be y equals negative 2x plus b, but b is negative, so I'm going to do y equals negative 2x minus 1. That is the equation of the line that is going to go through the points negative 3, 5, and 1, negative 3.